castle! Tauriko is one of the 5 above and beyond centres located in Tauranga in the North Island of New Zealand. And yes, this centre is a castle. A castle where children come to learn and play, where they are safe, where they are loved.
Look at the carpet. We waited for weeks for this.
The centre's design reflects Above and Beyond's commitment to treating children like royalty, because they believe that each child is valuable beyond measure. You're watching the internet's leading early childhood innovation channel. Each week, we release new videos spotlighting innovation in preschools, kindergartens, and early childhood centers from all over the world. Today, join me as I take a tour around this exciting early childhood center. At the end, I also had a discussion about loose parts and the learning that can come from that. So make sure you stick around till the end. So make sure you've subscribed and hit the little bell icon so you can have notifications. Now let's take a tour of Tauriko.
Lots of our centres have a fish tank and a fireplace. So this one's inside a regal fireplace, obviously, since it's the castle.
With the castle backdrop.
With the castle backdrop. And Cinderella's slipper there in there.
How could I almost have missed that?
So we had lots of different provocations where it's still accessible for the little ones, but also more challenging for our older ones who are running and climbing and jumping and all of that fun stuff.
And are there specific times when they come outside?
We try to get outside as much as we can. At the moment, we're all just sleeping and eating.
Yes.
Yeah.
The outside environment too was designed to get that castle look by having the straight lines with a geometrical shape. So like when you look down on a castle, that outdoors area, I guess it is, it's got that geometrical shapes that all kind of make it look special.
Yeah.
Again, it's that kind of everything. We can't have really anything that's normal or straight or boxed. It has to be at different levels. So it's always that little touch, quirkiness in it,
And I imagine it keeps up the creativity of how the children are interacting with the different angles and structure.
Yeah, and just for them to see something and be like, it doesn't always have to be used the same way. We could try it a different way.
Yeah.
Same with the tables. They're from a cafe style thing, and they've just cut them down to child's level, and we coated them in gold to make it, but it's still got that feel to go with the castle.
What's the story behind this piece? Did it ship from overseas as well? No, a local rug.
This is a local rug. It might be magic. It might fly at some stage, but we don't know
yet. We don't know yet.
We'll go through to the young children's room.
Hello.
Little table that's quite regal as well. Castle chairs and stuff like that. All the little bits on the outside of the doors.
Wow.
And these are the antique tables that were bought at the antique.
Oh, wow.
At a closing down antique store, and then they just got coated in the red to fit the theme of the room. So it's got all those old Queen Anne kind of legs that fit with the castle. What we do too is have specific areas for art so that you're not just putting stuff all over the wall. So it's a little bit more like at home where you would frame something. You wouldn't just stick pictures everywhere. It would be a specific place that kind of valued it. Yeah. And of course gold door handles and gold clock and
frames.
Yeah.
Is it my throne? This is the castle throne.
Oh, you missed the throne. It's on the way in. We'll take you to the throne.
Oh, well, this is just about a throne, so I can't wait to try the real throne.
So the soundproofing on the ceiling is actually clouds and sky. So the idea is to walk in and there's no roof on it. You can just see the sky and the clouds.
Here comes in the kindy room.
Absolutely.
So this is our kindy room, which is for our 3 to 6 year olds.
Okay.
So again, you can see we have lots of different spaces for them to be in. So again, we've got our beautiful little castle shells, which is for our construction area, so we can do lots of different building in there. We've got our family play area over here as well.
You can probably see the feature of the sky and the clouds more clearly in this room, so you've got it all spanned out there.
So the children had Terry come in, and she brought in some X-ray films to show them different animals that she works with. They had a big talk about it at that time. The children have just been learning about all the different bones in the bodies and different animals and their skeletons and everything as well.
Yeah. Hi. How are you doing? You brought these in? can you tell me about this?
It's skeleton.
A skeleton, wow.
And it's an X-ray.
Yeah, because you,
Look,
right,
not shiny.
right. So you see it in the light, and it's a special table for that.
Look.
Wow, really helps, doesn't it? Thank you.
So knowledgeable.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Well done.
So we've got this amazing bike track. Obviously the children do lots of biking, lots of skating, but they also do lots of running races as well.
Around the track.
All around the track, which is really, really cool. We've made a really good sandcastle with this wet sand.
Of course. You need that layering.
Exactly.
Wow.
So able to touch that themselves. I like the
Using the tilt slab for the opportunity to do some painting, that's awesome. I think this is like the great example of a castle backyard.
Yeah, no, especially
The
from this
circle.
perspective, seeing the rows of hedges. I don't know if you can. While we were filming, Tariko actually had some new loose parts equipment arrive. Basically, it included some wooden structures, some planks, ladders, tires, which the children were able to explore in a very open-ended manner. It provided a great opportunity for the children to be creative, take risks, as well as practice their motor skills.
We did have a fixed structure, and we used to try and move it around for them to keep it, kind of change it up and keep it interesting. So we got these new loose parts this morning, and they are just absolutely amazing because I think with children, these children are so creative anyway. Like we see them inside, we have small building blocks inside, and now for them to have this, to be able to do so many things to make what they want. This morning they were making fire trucks. We had some children, as you can see here, they were putting all the planks along sawhorses, and it's about them being able to take those risks as well in a safe environment. You know, they can manage those risks where they can learn to climb and think about things. Like we had some children that were putting the ladders up like that, and they had it slightly to the side, and I was like, well, do you think it might fall if it's like that, or do you think it's better this way? And you could see that they were thinking, and then they decided to move it over. And I think it's just amazing because every day they can make something different.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's not about us saying this is how you can climb, it's about them saying this is what we would like to do.
This is how we're going to figure it out.
Yeah, so great for their physical development and their creativity and just general problem solving as well. I have to say, like, you know, how high can I go? Can I go to the second step? Can I go to the top?
Yeah.
Can I jump off? Do I need some help? So just be really building on that communication as well. You know, we are arts based, so it is art in itself that they get to be creative. Because a lot of people think with creativity as well that it's just about creativity is a pen and paper or doing drawings or painting, and it's not. You know, this is creativity, and I think especially with our boys who love climbing and all of that as well, that, like, not being stereotypical, but our girls love it as well. But for our boys sometimes that don't like the paint, that this is something that they can really put their hand to, and they can test that creativity.
So that was it for this week's video. What did you think? That was the first of 5 centers, and I'm already really impressed. But I want to know what stood out to you. What did you like? What do you do differently at your center? I'd love to discuss it with you in the comments below. Next week, we're going to sit down with Colleen and Caleb, the owners at Above and Beyond. We're going to get some really great insight about what it's like running a multi-site early childhood service. We're also going to learn about what drives them and how they started out. So if you're in a management position or you run your own service, this could be a really great episode for you. Hope you enjoyed this week's video. See you next time, and don't forget, everyone's an innovator.